Let us see the next problem. Find the angle between the surfaces. Angle between the surfaces. If we have two surfaces, how do you find the angle between them? How do you find the angle between them? So that's what we are going to see, how to find the angle between two surfaces at a point. See, point is given. At this point we need to find the angle between two surfaces. Let us see the solution. The angle between the surfaces is defined to be equal to the angle between the normals. Suppose you want to find the angle between the surfaces. We find the normal to this surface. We locate the normal to this surface at this point. Let it be this. And we locate the normal to this surface at this point. Let it be this. So angle between them will be this. So finding the angle between the surface is nothing but finding the angle between the normals to those surfaces at the given point. How do we find the normals? If you find del phi, that gives the vector normal to the surface. Now here phi is nothing but the surface. Here we have two surfaces. If you find del phi 1, that will be one normal to this surface. If you find del phi 2, that will be the other normal to this surface. Now let us find what are these del phi 1 and del phi 2. So these are the given equations of the two surfaces. Let us take this LHS as phi 1 and take this LHS in the other equation as phi 2. Neglect this constant and neglect the constant in this equation also. Only take the variables. Now let us write down the formula for del phi. Now we are going to find del phi 1. How do we find del phi 1? We operate this phi 1 here, here and here. That is, we are going to replace phi by phi 1. So if you differentiate your phi 1 with respect to x, what you get? Differentiation of x square is 2x. Differentiation of y square with respect to x will be 0, and differentiation of z square with respect to x will be 0. So what you get? You will get only 2x into I. So we are completed with this. We are completed with dou phi 1 by dou x into I. Now let us go for this. If you differentiate this with respect to y, what happens? Since this x square is constant and z square is constant, these two will become 0 when you differentiate partially with respect to y. So what remains is this. What is the differentiation of y square? It will be 2y into j we have written, right? Plus. Now let us go for dou phi 1 by dou z. If you differentiate this with respect to z, what happens? This will go to 0 y square will go to 0. Differentiation of z square will be 2z. So we write 2z into k. So this is your del phi 1. Now let us find out del phi 2. How do we find del phi 2? We differentiate this with respect to x, then with respect to y, then with respect to z. If you differentiate this with respect to x, what all terms will go to 0? Y square will go to 0 and z also go to 0 because those are constants when you are differentiating with respect to x partially. So what is the differentiation of x square? It is 2x into I plus differentiation of 5 with respect to y. Since we are differentiating with respect to y, this term and this term will go to 0 and the differentiation of y square is 2y into j cap. Then plus, now what is the differentiation of 5 with respect to z? If you differentiate with respect to z, your x will go to 0, your y term will go to 0, and what remains is minus z. What is the differentiation of minus z with respect to z? It will be minus 1. Differentiation of minus z with respect to z is minus 1. So we write minus 1 into k, that is minus k. Minus k. So we found the normals. We found the normals to the surfaces, right? Now we want these normals at this point. We want these normals at the given particular point. So normal at the given point, that means put in the place of xyz these values in this, you will get the particular normal to the surface at the given point. Now similarly, here we have taken 2 outside. 2 is common, we have taken 2 outside. Now similarly, we can find out the normal at the given point. Del phi 2 at the point is, substitute xyz in the places of xyz here, you will get these things. Now nothing is common, you cannot take anything common. If theta is the angle between these two normals we have, let us find the angle between them now. What is the cos theta formula? We already know. When you have two lines, how do you find the cosine of the angle? Del phi 1 dot del phi 2 divided by their magnitudes, product of their magnitudes. Now let us substitute from the previous slide. So what is del phi 1? Del phi 1 is this at the point. Del phi 1 at the point is this. Del phi 2 at the point is this. So we have del phi 1, del phi 2 here. Let us substitute these two in these places and find their magnitudes in the denominator here. So if you take the dot product, directly, let us see what will happen. 2 is common, write on this 2 as it is. Then open the bracket, multiply the coefficients. 2 4 the 8, minus into minus, plus 2 1 the 2, plus into minus, minus 2 1 the 2. So this is how we take the dot product of any two vectors. So what we did here, we took the summation of products of coefficients of I, j, k. So this is what we did here. Now let us write on their magnitudes. How do we write the magnitudes? How do we find the magnitude of this? is square root of, you square this 2, we have squared this 2, then sum of squares of the coefficients of ijk, sum of the squares of the coefficients. What is 2 square? 4, minus 1 whole square is 1, plus 2 square is 4. Similarly, if you find the magnitude of del phi 2, you will get 16 plus 4 plus 1 if you square it. See, that's 16 plus 4. Now here, square and root will get cancelled, 2 will come out of the root, and this becomes 9, and root of 9 is root of 9 is 3. Then what happens? This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled once that comes out. Here what is the answer? It is root 21. What you get is plus 2 minus 2 will get cancelled. 8 divided by 3 into root 21. So this is the answer. Therefore cos theta is this. Theta is equal to cos inverse of this. So this is the angle between the given two surfaces. So this is how we find the angle between the surfaces. So this is the main formula here. This is the main formula to find the angle between the surfaces. So let us see the next problem. Find divergence f and curl f. Divergence f and curl f, where f is given as del of this function, del of this function. Let us consider this as phi and write it as phi is equal to this. So we have taken it as phi. So what your f becomes? F is equal to del phi. F is del phi. So f is equal to del phi, right? F is del phi. F is equal to del phi. So that is nothing but grad phi. Del phi can also be written as grad phi. So what is our del phi? We already know the formula. Del phi is this. Del phi is this. That means we are going to simplify our f first. Simplify our f first. That means apply this del operator on this. Apply this del operator. See, we are applying del operator on phi like this. Now let us differentiate. Differentiation of phi with respect to x partially here we write, then differentiation of phi with respect to y here, differentiation of phi with respect to z here. Separately we differentiate partially. Let us go one by one. Since we are differentiating partially with respect to x, this will go to 0, and here it is a mixed variables. We are differentiating with respect to x, right? With respect to x. So what are the constants? 3 is constant, y is constant, z is constant. What happens to the differentiation now? Differentiation of x cube will be 3x square, 0, 0 minus 3yz, and differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. What remains? 3yz. So minus 3yz into I. So this completes this. Now plus differentiation of phi with respect to y. Now if you differentiate with respect to y, which all terms will go to 0? This will go to 0, this will go to 0. And what is the differentiation of y cube? 3y square minus, since we are differentiating with respect to y, we are differentiating. What are our constants? 3xz, and differentiation of y is 1. So what you get? Minus 3xz here. Minus 3xz plus into j, plus with respect to phi. With respect to z, let us differentiate now. If you differentiate with respect to z, this will go to 0, this will go to 0 with respect to z. What is the differentiation of z cube? 3z square minus, with respect to z means the differentiation of z is 1, and this are constants, we write as it is, minus 3xy. So this is our this is our f. We found our f. We simplified our f. Now our work is to find the divergence of f. Divergence of f. So what do we mean by divergence? Divergence means del dot f. Del dot f. What is del? This is our del. This is our del dot f. Where is f? F is this vector. F is this vector. Let us substitute here. We have substituted, right? Now we need to take the dot product. How do we take the dot product? Multiply the coefficients of I, j, k. Multiply the coefficients of I, j, k. Right? Now let us multiply this dou by dou x of this, dou by dou x of this, dou by dou x of this, plus dou by dou y of this here, plus dou by dou z of last term. Right. Our work is to differentiate this partially with respect to x. What is the differentiation of 3x square? 6x. The differentiation of this 3x square is 6x. And what happens to this? Since it is completely independent of x, it is completely a constant. So this go to 0. So we write plus. What is the differentiation of 3y square with respect to y? 6y. And what about this? It is completely independent of y. There is no y term. So it is completely a constant whose derivative goes to 0. Right? Then plus differentiation of this 3z square is 6z, and differentiation of this is 0 because it is independent of z. So we got divergence of f, and 6 is common. You can take 6 outside and you can rewrite. So we are done with divergence of f. Now let us go for curl f. Let us go for curl f. So what is curl f? Is denoted by del cross. Curl is del cross f. So curl is a determinant in which first row is ijk, second row is the coefficients of del, coefficients of ijk in del. What are the coefficients of ijk in del? Dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Right? So these are the coefficients of del in ijk, in coefficient of ijk in del. Then what is third row? Third row is the coefficients of ijk in f. F is already known. F is this. F is this. We already found what is f, right? Now let us evaluate this determinant. Evaluate this determinant. How do we evaluate this determinant? I into here, plus we have minus, plus I into, we neglect this column and this row and cross multiply like this first. Now dou by dou y of this, dou by dou y of this, right? Minus, in between the minus is fixed, minus. Then we go in this direction. Dou by dou z of this, dou by dou z of this, dou by dou z of this, right? And minus j into minus j into. Now in this since we are taking j, neglect this row and this column. So what you get? Dou by dou x of this minus dou by dou z of this, dou by dou z of this. Then we go for k plus k into we neglect this row and this column. And how do we cross multiply? First like this, dou by dou x of this minus dou by dou y of this, dou by dou y of this. Now everything is differentiation. Carefully listen here. Since we are differentiating partially with respect to y, differentiation of this is 0. And what is the differentiation of this? It is minus 3x into 1. Differentiation of y will be 1. So it is just minus 3x, right? It is just I into minus 3x I have written. Then minus, since we are differentiating with respect to z, this term will go to 0. And here minus 3x is a constant. Differentiation of z with respect to z is 1. So what you get? Minus here, minus of, in the bracket, minus of minus 3x. Minus of minus 3x. So we are done with this term. Now let us go for minus j into. Now since we are differentiating with respect to x, this goes to 0. And what are the constants here? Minus 3y is constant. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1, right? So what you got? Minus 3y. We write minus 3y here. Then minus differentiation of this 3x square with respect to z will be 0. And with respect to z, what is constant? Minus 3y. And differentiation of z with respect to z is 1. What you get? Inside the bracket you will get minus 3y plus k into differentiation of 3y square with respect to x will be 0. And differentiation of this with respect to x is minus 3z is constant. Minus 3z is constant. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. So it is minus 3z minus of differentiation of 3x square with respect to y is 0 minus, since we are differentiating partially with respect to y, our 3z is constant. Differentiation of y is 1 and it is minus. So what you get? Minus 3z inside the bracket. Now let us see what happens. Minus into minus plus, right? Plus 3x minus 3x will get cancelled. And here also minus into minus plus 3y minus 3y will get cancelled. Minus into minus plus 3z minus 3z will get cancelled. So final answer is, it's a 0 vector. It is a 0 vector. So our curl of answer is 0 vector. Therefore we write divergence f is this and curl f is this. Let us take the other problem. If f is equal to del of this function, find divergence f and curl f at this point, right? So as usual, let us consider this function as phi and simplify what is del phi. What is del phi and simplify over f. Then we apply that f here and here and we find divergence and curl. Let us consider this as phi. Let us consider this as phi. Now what is your del phi? F is equal to del phi. F is equal to del phi. What is del phi expansion? Del phi expansion is this. That means we differentiate this function with respect to x. You will get this. If you differentiate this function with respect to y, you will get this. If you differentiate this function with respect to z, you will get this. Right? We already know how to differentiate partially. You do yourself. So we have got what is f? We have got what is f? Let us go for divergence of f. Let us go for divergence f. That is del dot f. Del dot f. What is del? Del is this dot f. We have taken f here. How do we take the dot product? We multiply the coefficients of I, then j, then z. We have multiplied, and again partial differentiation of this with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z. If you differentiate, you will get 0 and this. Why we are getting 0? Because this is completely independent of x. That's why it is going to be 0. And in these two, what is common? 2 you can take outside, x you can take outside, and y also you can take outside. What do you get? 2xy if you take as a common term, what you get is 2 3s are 3 z square here plus 2 we have taken out, xy we have taken out. So what remains? Y square. So this is your divergence f. And we need to find the divergence f at this point. So divergence f at this point is nothing but substitute the values of x, y, z, these values in this. If you substitute, you will get the answer as minus 8. So this is about divergence of f at the point. Now let us go for curl f. So what is curl f? Del cross f. It is a determinant. First row is ijk, second row is the coefficients of ijk in del, third row is the coefficients of ijk in f. So where is f? F is here. So these coefficients we have taken. Here. As usual, if you evaluate the determinant by taking I into cross multiplication minus j into cross multiplication and so on, so you will get here I into cross multiplication, then minus j into cross multiplication plus k into here this cross multiplication. If you cross multiply, you get this. Again, if you differentiate, you will get the answer as 0, because if you are here, if you see, everything will be get cancelled. Everything will get cancelled. Okay? These two will get cancelled. This, and this. Everything is getting cancelled. Finally, you will get the answer 0. So we have solved this problem. So here, if f is this function, find grad of divergence f at this point. So first we will find what is the divergence of f, then we apply grad on that, Now let us first find divergence of f, that is del dot f, right? What is del? Del is this dot, f is given in the question. As usual, we take the dot product. How do we take the dot product? Coefficient of I, j, k. If you multiply and differentiate partially, this with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z, So what if you differentiate with respect to x? 3y. 3y is a constant. And what is the differentiation of x square? It is 2x. So what do you get? 6xy. And what is the differentiation of minus z with respect to x? It is 0 because it is independent of x. So likewise, if you differentiate, see here 3 to the 6xy. You differentiate this and this, you will get a divergence f. Divergence f. Now let us apply del on that, that is grad on that. We are going to apply grad on this, grad on this answer. For now, let us call this as phi, and we apply grad on this phi. We are going to apply grad on this phi. We need to find grad of phi. That is grad of phi. What is phi? Phi is divergence of f. So grad of divergence f is grad phi. That is del phi, right? What is del? Del phi is this. Del phi is given by this. So what we do? We differentiate this with respect to x here into I plus differentiate with respect to y here into j plus differentiate this with respect to z here into k we do. Here if you differentiate this whole function with respect to x, you will get this. If you differentiate with respect to y, you will get this. If you differentiate with respect to z, you will get this. So this is nothing but grad divergence f. Now we want this answer at this point. Let us substitute the values of x, y, z in this. So the required del phi at the point is given by this. Put the values here, x, y, z, and x, y, z. You will get this as the answer. Now let us see the other problem. If a is equal to this vector, find the divergence of a, curl of a, and here divergence of curl a, because it is del dot. Del dot means what? Divergence of curl a at this point, right? So here what we do, first we find a curl, then we apply divergence on that. So it is as per the previous, it is very similar to the previous problems what we have done. You can do. I'll just show the solution. Here del dot a. If you simplify, you will get the answer del dot a. At this point, let us find del dot a, that is divergence a, at this point is minus 9. Now what? Cross curl a, del cross or curl is the determinant. If you simplify this, you get, again simplify this, and at this point if you put at curl at the point is this, put the values here, you will get this. So we are done with curl. Now let us go for the third sub question, divergence of curl. Curl we already know. See, we already found the curl A. Now thing is you need to apply divergence on that. Divergence. You cannot take this. We have to take this. Consider this as that. Now let us see what have we done. Here divergence of, see, this is del dot curl is this or divergence of curly. Curly is this from the previous slide. See where is curly? Curly is here. So this is your curly. We have put and we take the dot product and simplify. We will get the answer as 0. Right. So thus the final conclusion. You can write this as these 3 answers. This completes the problem. Now next problem. F is this vector. Show that f dot curl f is equal to 0. Dot product of f and its curl will be equal to 0. We need to prove. So first what we do, first we will find what is curl f, then we find the dot product. First let us find curl f, ijk, coefficients of del, coefficients of f. So we have taken f here, whose coefficient we have written here. As usual, you expand the determinant. If you expand the determinant, you will get this answer. You expand the determinant. This is your curl f we got. Now take f dot with this. F dot with this. F dot curl f is f. Where is f? F is here. Dot curl f. How do we take the dot product? Multiply the coefficients of I, then j, then k. If you do that, you will get this. Right? It is sum of products of the coefficients of I, j, k. If you simplify it further, you will get this. Then what happens? Minus x plus y minus 1 plus 1. Everything will get cancelled. Your answer will be 0 as required. See, we proved our answer is 0. Or in other words, in this problem they may ask the same result in this form. F is perpendicular to curl f. If they ask show that f is perpendicular to curl f, that means you need to prove the dot product between f and curl f will be equal to 0. So this, if they ask like this, then also you have to prove like this. Now find curl of curly given A is this. So A is a vector here. We need to find curl of curl. So first we need to find the curl. Whatever answer you get here, whatever answer you get, again you apply curl of that answer. Right? Let us first find this curl ijk, coefficients of del here, coefficients of A which are here. We write the coefficients of ijk now here. Then we expand this determinant I into cross multiplication. If we have done the partial derivative directly, you can check. So this is our curly. We are done with this curly. Now let us apply one more curl on this. That means we are going to apply curl on this. One more curl on this. So curl of curly, that is curl of curl A, del cross of del cross A. If this result, they may ask this result in this format also. They may ask this result in this format also. Then also the procedure is same. So curl, one more curl we are going to apply. Curl of curl A. What is curl A? Is this answer. So first row is ijk, second row is coefficients of del, and third row is the coefficients of ijk in curly. Ijk in curly, right? So we write. Now as usual you expand this. When you cross multiply and expand by differentiating partially, what you get is this is the answer you will get. This is the answer for curl of curly. Let us take one more somewhat difficult problem. Here v is this, the vector v is this. We need to prove divergence of v gives this answer, and we also to prove curl v is 0. We need to prove these two things. Now observing the symmetric nature in v, what is symmetric nature in v? What is symmetric nature in v? See here, after x we have y, after y we have z. See, this is nothing but symmetric nature. Here also you can consider, you can see, after x square you have y square, after y square you have z square, right? So forget about the denominator. If you consider the numerator, see, x, y, z. So you can write this numerator in the short form. You can write this in the short form by taking the summation symbol. Observing the symmetric nature in v, we can write divergence v as del dot v. What is the short form of del, which we have already seen? Summation of first term. You take only first term dot v, and here you have taken the summation of first term of v. Summation of first term. See, we have taken only xi divided by this. Xi divided by this is the first term, because if you separate the denominator, in each term this denominator reflects. In each term this denominator reflects. So what is the first term? Xi divided by this root. Because of symmetric nature, we have written in terms of summation, because the function is complicated, the large function we have. Now what happens here? How do we take the dot product? Directly you can take dou by dou x of this function, dou by dou x of this function, and here I dot I will be equal to 1. What happens? Summation, you write on summation symbol only one time, summation one time, dou by dou x of x divided by root, dou by dou x of this, right? Now how do we differentiate this? Since we are differentiating partially with respect to x, x is there in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So we need to apply the quotient rule, u by v rule. So what is u by v rule? If you are differentiating with respect to x, the u by v square, denominator square, denominator as it is, differentiation of numerator minus numerator as it is, differentiation of denominator. So this is the quotient rule which we are going to apply here. We take this as u and this as v. So what happens here? Denominator whole square, see? Denominator whole square. What happens to the denominator? Square and root will get cancelled. And denominator as it is, denominator v as it is, see? V as it is. V is root of x square plus y square plus z square. V as it is. Differentiation of u. What is the differentiation of x? It is 1. It is 1 minus u as it is. That is x as it is. Differentiation of v. If you differentiate this, if you differentiate any function of x, root of f of x, if you differentiate, your answer will be 1 by 2 root f of x into dou by dou x of f of x. Under the root, whatever is there, we differentiate that once again. This is called as the chain rule. This is called as the chain rule. See, that's what we have done here. What is the differentiation of v? V is root, right? Root of this. So root of this is differentiation of this is 1 divided by 2 root of f of x into differentiation of this f of x into differentiation of this f of x. What is the differentiation of x square? 2x. Differentiation of y square is 0. Differentiation of z square is 0. What is the further simplification? This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. And we can take the LCM here. We can take LCM. If you take the LCM, this root gets multiplied with this. This root gets multiplied with this. What happens? This becomes whole square. Then square and root will get cancelled. So let us see what happens. See, square and root will get cancelled. What remains? X square plus y square plus z square, which we have written here, right? Minus x into x. X into x is x square divided by whole divided by root is there. Whole divided by root, right? What do we mean by root? What do we mean by root? Root is nothing but to the power half. Here to the power half, and here what we have in the denominator, we have to the power 1. If you take this whole denominator to the reciprocal, what get added here? It will get plus 1. If you take it to the reverse order, it will be added with this power. What is half plus 1? Half plus 1 is 3 by 2. Now what happens here? X square minus x square gets cancelled. So this is your divergence of in the short form. You can expand this. You can expand for 3 terms. You can expand for 3 terms like this. See? Like this. This will be the common term in the denominator. This will be the common term. First term is this. We have taken the first term as this. To get the second term, what we do? Replace y by z and replace z by x. Go in the cyclical order. X, y, z. After x, y. After y, z. After z, x. See? After z, x. Now to get the next term, what we do? In the place of z, x. See? After z, x. After x, y. See, like this we can have expanded and written the answer for the divergence. Now here we need to prove this answer, right? We need to prove this answer. So what happens here? Y square plus y square is 2 times z square plus z square, again 2 times, x square plus x square, again 2 times. So 2 is common in the numerator. 2 is common. If you take 2 outside, what you get is 2 times x square plus y square plus z square. We have taken 2 outside. So what happens? This 1 time gets cancelled with this 3 by 2. Right? That means if you take it to the denominator, what happens here is minus 1. Minus 1. So what is 3 by 2 minus 1? 3 by 2 minus 1 is 1 by 2. 3 by 2 minus 1 is, this will get to 1 by 2 here, to the power half. What is to the power half means? To the power half means root. So what is it? 2 divided by root, which is what we require here, right? Here we will get this. Now similarly we prove curl v is equal to 0. curl V, curl V, ijk first row, coefficients of del and coefficients of V. These are the coefficients of ijk in V when you separate the denominators. When you separate the denominator, see, this is your V. When you separate the denominator for this, and for this, if you separate the denominators, what you get is these are the coefficients. These are the coefficients of ijk. As usual, if you expand this using the short form, see, summation of over only first term we will expand, over the first term only we will expand and write for the whole in the end of the answer. Summation symbol I into, then what? Cross multiply like this, then cross multiply like this. Dou by dou y of this minus dou by dou z of this. Right? Now here, with respect to y we are differentiating partially. Z is constant. So z can be taken it outside. Z can be taken outside. Right? Then what happens? Z we have taken it outside. If you take I into z outside, then dou by dou y of, if you take this root to the numerator, what you get? To the power minus half, to the power minus half, right? If you take this root to the numerator, you will get a whole to the power minus half, because this root is nothing but half. So here we have x square plus y square plus z square, right? So what if you differentiate this? We need to apply the chain rule. We need to apply the chain rule, because if you differentiate f of y to the power n with respect to y, what happens? N into f of y to the power n minus 1 into differentiation of f of y into differentiation of f of y. If you apply this rule to this, let us see what happens. In the place of f of y we have this, and in the place of n we have minus half. Let us apply this. Summation I z into, what happens? N. In the place of n, minus 1 by 2 into x square plus y square plus z square whole to the power n minus 1. That is minus 1 by 2 minus 1. What is minus 1 by 2 minus 1? It is minus 3 by, into differentiation of the function with respect to y. If you differentiate this, 0, and differentiation of y square is, differentiation of y square is 2y, differentiation of z square is 0. So what you get is this. For this differentiation, we got this thing. Similarly, you can differentiate by applying the same procedures. You can differentiate that. So, see, whatever I have written here, it is displayed here. So it is displayed here. And similarly, minus y will be constant. You can take it outside and differentiate the denominator in the previous way what I have explained. You will get this, right? Here, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, and this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. What you get? And one more thing is minus into minus plus. The remaining things I have written here. Summation I minus y z, minus y z here. Then remaining thing this to the power minus 3 by 2 plus minus into minus plus y z into this. right? So what you observe here, you can see this term is same as this term, only changes in the sign. It is negative, that is positive. What happens? This will get cancelled with this. The final answer is 0. So that is what they were asking in the question. So we are done with the solution. Curl V is equal to